Hey everybody, my name is Keisha and welcome to my channel Saving Greens Homestead. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. You guys, today I am going to cover which varieties of peppers, watermelons, and melons that I'm going to be growing in my garden this season. Now this is the second time I have taped this same video. Second time. The first time I recorded it, didn't realize that it wasn't recording. The whole thing, I spent all that time talking up all this stuff and none of it got recorded. So this is my second time. You know, when things like that happen, and I didn't realize until I went to go edit the video. But when things like that happen, I wonder if that was the video that was gonna go viral, you know? Maybe that was my viral video and I missed that opportunity because it didn't even record. But today I'm gonna get started with these. And first of all, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna plant every pepper that I have, but there's about two peppers that I'm not going to plant, because some of these are repeats. So there's two that I'm not going to plant this season, and that's the brown jalapeno, that's this one. Brown jalapeno, and then Midnight Dreams. Only because there's just other things that I'm more eager to grow than those. I wasn't really impressed with those, either one of those. So I think other purple varieties that I have are a little bit more spectacular than the Midnight Dreams. So that's why that one. And then the brown jalapeno, that one I don't like the flavor of that one for some reason. I tried growing it. I've grown it 3 seasons now, and I'm really not impressed with the flavor of it. So that's that. It didn't make the cut. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to talk about, let me see what's on top here. Okay, I'm going to talk about my mild, sweet, and bell peppers. All my mild ones first. And then I will talk and share with you which ones of the, let me scoot over a little bit, which ones of the hot peppers that I'm going to grow. And so the first pepper that I want to talk about is Gypsy Baron. It's a new pepper variety to me, so I'm excited to grow this one. And once again, I'll put photos up on the screen so you can see what they look like. And then I've heard so much about this pepper from a lot of the homesteading, gardening YouTubers that I watch. They love this pepper, shishito pepper. And I've never tried that one or never grew that one, so I'm going to try that one this year. And then Corno de Toro. This one is actually a really good pepper. I like that one. It had really good flavor. I have a video that I posted of my taste review on a lot of the peppers that I grew last year. So I will link that in the description if you are interested in hearing what some of my opinions are on some of these peppers. This one doesn't have a picture, but it's sweet chocolate. It almost didn't make the list this year because I think I grew it last year and it did okay. It's just, you know, it is one of those that I could keep or you know, I could live without. So I wasn't sure. I figure I'll give it another chance and grow it, even just for the color. This one is the yellow monster pepper. And the yellow monster peppers get pretty big. I was able to try that one on video, I think on that same video that I was telling you about, and that it did really good. I'm impressed with the fact that it's huge. I mean, that's just great. And then Sunbright. Those are really pretty. Now this one is one that I really enjoyed. The look of it. The taste is, it tastes like every other pepper, chili pepper that I was growing, sweet pepper that I was growing. It was nothing really outstanding or anything to set it apart taste-wise. But the beauty of the plant is what got me in the peppers. This one's called Murasaki Purple. And you guys, when this one matures, when it ripens into a real pretty red color. But it starts out that purple, and the flowers are purple, and the stems are dark purple color, and it's just beautiful. It's just really, really beautiful. Okay, and then these, Cubanelle. And then, I know I'm going to mess this up. I'm going to mess up a lot of pronunciations on these things. So, I'm going to actually try this one. I think it's called Dol de Espan. I don't know. But, I like that pepper. That pepper tastes really, really, really good. And then Sweet Banana. And I'm going to grow these one more time. These are Purple Beauty. Only because they're a lighter shade of purple than the deep purple one that I really like. Just so I can have some diversity in colors and stuff. But once again, it just tastes like a regular bell pepper. Nothing really special about it. Anaheim chili. These guys are the ones that I made a low-carb enchilada with. I made some homemade enchilada sauce, and I stuffed these peppers with the stuffing, the filling that I would use for my enchiladas. And I think it was chicken that I made at the time. So it was stuffed with the chicken and cheese and onion and cilantro and the sauce that I made for it, homemade, and it was a really good alternative if you're looking for a low carb something. It was a really good, because I just roasted it in the skillet, and then I put more enchilada sauce over the top and cheese, and oh my goodness, I think I have a picture. I'll post some pictures up so you can see it. But it turned out really good. And that's a lot of things that I like to do with these bigger peppers or medium-sized peppers, is I like to find other ways of using them. This one is the giant Marconi pepper. Now this one is my favorite in presentation. It tastes like everything else, but this one is the Zulu pepper. And this is the one that replaced that Midnight Dreams. I love how these look almost black in color. And then Habanada. And then Grand Belle. And some of these are just because I like bell peppers and I want to be able to do stuff with them and make like seasonings and things like that with them. So this one is a Keystone Resistant Giant Pepper, which is probably similar to the Grand Belle. Coral. This one actually, the color on this one is beautiful. On that same taste review video that I did, I tasted one of these, and it tastes like bell pepper. And it has sweetness to it. They all taste pretty uniform to me. I don't know why that is, but they do, except for this one. This one, I almost didn't grow this one again. This is the albino bullnose. Once again, I included it this year because of the difference in coloration, but I mean, it wasn't really sweet. To me, it wasn't really sweet, but this one was. Lakishakeene. This one was a real pleaser. It was sweet, had really strong, good flavor. It was pretty. When it ripens to a red, it's pretty. It's heart-shaped. Oh my goodness, I love that pepper. I'm gonna always grow that one. And in fact, I learned of this pepper from Linda over at the New Orleans Gardner. So thanks, Linda, for sharing that on one of your videos, because I don't know, I might not have tried that one if you hadn't featured it on one of your videos. So I appreciate that. This one is California Wonder, and that's a pretty typical pepper that is planted and can be found in everybody's garden. It's pretty typical. There's nothing really special about it. Jimmy Nardello, love these, and they're really pretty and they taste really good. And then Syrian three-sided. And then this one is a new one to Baker Creek this year that I wanted to try. I am not going to try and pronounce this name. You guys can have a go at it, but I'm not. And I got that one just because it's so pretty. And it's unique in shape and stuff. So I believe this is all of my sweet, mild chilies and bells. And then on the hot side of things, these are all the hot peppers. Now, probably about 4 or 5 videos ago, I had talked about I am overwintering some of my hot peppers this winter because these took a long time last year and I didn't get a really good harvest off of my hot peppers because they just took so long. So I wanted to try and get a jump start this year with them. So hopefully the plants that I'm overwintering in my house will grow well and last so that come early spring, well, not early spring, probably like around Mother's Day is when I usually put out a lot of my hot weather summer crops. So hopefully by then, you know, my plants will have a good enough head start to put on some fruits for me to try. Because last season I only got a few of them, but for the most part, a lot of them didn't start producing until well into fall, and then it was too late. So this one, I only got 3 seeds left, so I'm hoping. This one is a Scotch bonnet. I'm hoping that one of these will take off and grow because I want to make some Jamaican jerk seasoning with it. Oh man, that is going to be good. But I am going to be growing Farmer's Market jalapeno peppers. This one is a Monster Gum Peach Leopard pepper. I have to say that slow. And like I said, I'll put a picture up. And then a paprika and a variegated pequin. These seeds were given to me and they germinated last year, but once again, it just took too long. And I think that's one of the ones that I have that I dug up to overwinter. This one is just hilarious, you guys. This one was given to me too. And I know I'm probably going to mispronounce it, but it's called the keene. It's supposed to be like a Filipino hot chili, but the name means mouse turd. Well, it's another word for turd, but mouse turd. And I figured it would be so funny to grow this in my garden because every time I make a tour video and I go over there, I can show people my mouse turd peppers. I don't know. I'm just funny like that, I guess. But these are supposed to be really hot, so I'm interested to see how hot those are gonna be. This one is very, very pretty. And that's why this one is always gonna be in my garden. And this one is the jigsaw pepper. The leaves are variegated and they're green with white and purple streaks going through the leaves. So pretty. And then the peppers, they turn red when they're ripe, but they start like a green. Some of them are real dark purple and then they lighten up to like almost a yellow. It's just really pretty. And then lemon drop. I think this is one of the ones that I'm overwintering. This one I want to give another chance. This is the fish pepper. I grew this 2 seasons ago and it grew. It just didn't produce a lot because, I don't know, I think it was my fault. Just where I had it placed and stuff, it didn't like where I had it growing. And so it just produced these little tiny peppers, chilies on it. But this one is a variegated plant too. The leaves are variegated on this one as well. So it's really pretty. And when the peppers ripen, they turn red. But it's really pretty. And this one caught my attention once again. Linda at the New Orleans Gardner, she was talking about it on her channel. And I was like, ooh, I gotta grow these. And this one is an African American heirloom that was used in fish and shellfish cooking and stuff. So I figured, why not? I'm going to try again because I believe these peppers get pretty, a decent size. They don't get huge, I don't think. But the ones I grew, they were just little teeny tiny. So I'm going to put that one in a different location that maybe it'll like better. So, and then daddle. And then Sugar Rush Red. And then these seeds were given to me. Hungarian Yellow Wax. And I'm wondering if those are the same as these. Hungarian Hot Wax. I don't know. They might be the same thing. I'm going to grow them side by side and see. And then Habanero. And then Serrano. And then Cayenne. Now I like the cayenne because I make my own homemade chili powder. And so the cayenne has a really good flavor for that. And then these jalapenos. And then I'm growing poblano. Now these made it to the hot list because I think since my area, I live in the high desert in Southern California, and we usually have triple digits during the summer. Like the whole time during summer is triple digits back to back. No relief. 2 months straight, super scorching weather. And I think that has an effect on these because, the hotter the weather, the hotter the pepper. So I think that's why my poblanos are not as mild. They come out pretty spicy. So, and then this one I'm excited about, Craig's Giant Jalapeno. I'm hoping that it's going to produce some really big jalapenos because I want to stuff them and, make poppers and bacon wrap stuffed pepper jalapenos and just everything. So it'd be nice. These are really pretty, but I'm also going to use these to make sofrito and use these for other things. But these ones I got basically because it said that it's good for sofrito. So this one, Big Jim. Now I grew this one in my mild pile, my mild section, because I have the section separated. I grew this in the mild section, not realizing that this one has a little bit of heat. It's not super hot, but it's mildly hot is what it says. But when I tried it, I don't know. I don't think I tried that one by itself. I think by the time I finally harvested that one, because that plant ended up diseased, I didn't really try it by itself. So we'll see this year. And then Santa Fe. Those are real pretty. And then Black Hungarian. So those are all my hot peppers that I'm going to be growing this season. Moving on to, I'll do the watermelons first since they're right here in front of me. Now, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, you guys, I do not like watermelon. I grow a lot of watermelon. I think this year I'm growing something like 25 different varieties of just watermelon. That's just, I love growing watermelon. I like the way they look. I like to see, you know, how big they can get. Also, I'm on a crusade to find one that maybe I'll like, but I haven't found one yet. I don't know what it is. It could be texture, but then not really. Because I've had different textures. It's something with the flavor of it. I don't know. I just don't like watermelon. So anyways, I grow them because I love my husband and I love my kids. And they love watermelon. So I grow it for them. So in the process, I'm hoping I will find one that I can say, okay, you know what? I like this one. But right now, So first one is Sugar Baby. And then Alibaba. And Blacktail Mountain. This one is a new one to me. Golden Royal. All of them are pretty new. I haven't tasted very many of these yet. Lilanu Sweet Glow. I think that's how you pronounce that one. And then Janosic. That one is a yellow. That one's going to be interesting. The oranges and the yellows, I'm really interested in trying. Benny Kodima. Little personal size watermelon. And then Lemon Drop. I was looking forward to growing these last year. These seeds, for 10 seeds, it was $6. I was hoping to be able to grow those, but it just didn't happen. So hopefully next year. Congo. Jubilee. And don't think any of these watermelons are going to go to waste. I have neighbors and people in the community. Tender Sweet Orange. People in the community that I'm going to give these to and share with. So don't think these are going to go to waste. They're not. Moon and Stars. Georgia Rattlesnake. Yellow Moon and Stars. Charleston Gray. Charleston Gray is one of those watermelons that I'm looking forward to growing because it has the potential to get over 100 pounds. Now, that's going to take a lot of water and a lot of fertilizing and feed for it to get that big, but I'm curious just to see what it will do. This one doesn't have a picture, but this one is Black Diamond. And then Crimson Sweet. And these don't have photos either. But I'll put some up on the screen for you. This one is an orange glow watermelon, Desert King. And I'm going to be growing Yamato Cream, which is a pale yellow. It has a pale yellow flesh, green outsides, looks like a regular watermelon, pale yellow cream color insides. That one is the only one that I said so far that I can tolerate at least. And I'll be growing that one. Well, I'm also going to be growing another one that's called Silver Yamato. So it's going to be more white fleshed inside, I'm guessing. I'll put up a picture so you can see. And then Sweet Georgia watermelon. So these are all the watermelons that I'm going to be growing. Okay, so this next group are just melons that I'm going to be growing. So this one, it has somewhat of a picture, but it's called Sierra Gold. This is from a new seed company that I found through watching Scott on Black Gumbo. That's his YouTube name. Anyways, I was watching one of his videos and he was talking about the seed company, and so I decided to try them out. So this is my first time trying them, and we'll see what happens. And then Hara Madu. Those looked really interesting and different. So, and then a jelly melon is Kuanu. And that one looks really interesting. I've never tried that one before, so that's going to be new. And then Kajari. Now, I grew these before. I was not impressed. I was not impressed with it when I grew it the first time. And I don't know if it was something that I did or I don't know. So I'm trying it again. My daughter liked it. And so, if anything, I'm growing it for her. But I'm willing to try it again and give it another chance. But I didn't like that one that much. It had like a different flavor to it. It wasn't very melony to me. I don't know. But anyways, this one is a honeydew orange flesh. And then Amish melon. Now this one is my all-time favorite. I'm always going to grow this one in my garden. If you have not tried this one, grow it and try it. It is the sweetest. Oh man, the best flavor. It's called Canary Yellow. Best flavor. It's pretty. I love the coloring and everything, but it just tastes so good. I could eat like 2 of them. Halogen. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, but you can see the name on there. And now this one, I'm giving it a second try too. This one was really bland. It smelled like it was going to be sweet, and it just wasn't. It was no sweetness, no real flavor. It smelled really good, and that's the banana melon. I'm going to give it another try because, you know, it could be just the way that I grew it. You know, different conditions cause different results. And maybe I didn't fertilize it enough, or maybe I didn't water it enough, or maybe it didn't like the light that it was getting. Maybe it needed less light, more light. I don't know. I'm going to put it somewhere else in my garden and see if it does better and produces a better flavor of melon. So this one I wasn't impressed with either. It's the Tigger melon. Wasn't impressed with that one. It's beautiful. The outside coloring and everything is beautiful. And so I figure I'll grow it. My daughter liked it. I'll grow it for her. I grew it last season. 1 vine. It produced 1 fruit. And that fruit just happened to be hanging over in my chicken yard. So the chickens got that 1 fruit for the whole season. The season before it did better. It produced a lot more fruit. But yeah, I don't know. I'll give it another try, but my daughter likes it, so I'm growing it mostly for her. Oh, this one doesn't have a picture, but it's called Golden Honeymoon. I'll see if I can find a picture for that one. And then Prescott Fond Blanc and Green Flesh Honeydew. Now these seeds I saved. A friend of mine from church had a yellow Korean melon that she said was so good that she was growing in her garden. And so she gave me one of the melons. I saved the seeds so that I can try and grow it. The melon is really pretty. The coloring and everything is really pretty. It tastes really good. It's sweet. So I'm going to try and grow these in my garden this year because I like them. And then Hell's Best cantaloupe. And then there's these miscellaneous cantaloupe seeds that were given to me that I'm going to plant. And then Minnesota Midget cantaloupe. I'll see if I can find a photo for it to show you. And then Sweet Passion melon. But that is all the peppers, sweet and hot. All the watermelon and melons that I plan on growing this year. I'm being really ambitious with growing these watermelons and melons. I made some room in my front yard that's not going to be obvious for people to see, that I can use, an area that I can use to grow some of these, and just other areas around in my garden. I'm just going to start just popping them wherever so that I can be able to grow them. But all in all, I'm excited and I'm looking forward to all the taste reviews that I'm going to be doing with these, with all of these, and hopefully you're excited for that too. So hopefully this gave you some inspiration, maybe some ideas of some things you might want to plant, maybe some new varieties that you've never seen before. I'll put all of the links to all of the seed companies that I used down in the description so you can be able to go and find whichever ones you like. I guess that's it. So, as always, you guys, thank you for watching this video, and God bless.